Hello everyone, my name is SurrealBeliefs, and here with me is Tokshin, and we're playing a 2v2 battle. Alright, Tokshin?
Yeah, we are.
We should probably talk about what we brought, maybe.
Yeah, would you like to start with your army first? Okay,
alright, well,
go for it, man.
They were playing as Chaos and Dwarfs, and I know that they usually bring a lot of armor, so I brought a bunch of halberds. I brought, I believe, a group of 6, and I brought in a few handgunners. They have armor piercing, and they're really good for that. Then I brought in Great Cannon. I like to be able to kind of bring them to me because, I mean, they have great range, and potentially they would bring Giants because people often do in the multiplayer. Beyond that, I brought in my Demigryph Knights, which are incredible, and that was about it. We kind of began on top of each other, but it began pretty fast.
Yeah, it did. Just to quickly go over what I have, I got some organ guns, again, because what Surreal said, against dwarves and chaos, you're going to be coming up against a lot of armor and some monstrous creatures. So organ guns are pretty good. I also got a Iron Drake with a Trollhammer Torpedo, which is anti-armor. I got a Gyrocopter because I just never used one before. And to support the right side here, I got 2 Hammerers to fight against the chaos forces, as well as a dwarf warrior with great weapons, again for anti-armor, to support the right flank. And then on the left flank, I got all my guns. We have a lot of guns over here on the left, and supporting them is a great engineer, which is going to be able to buff up their reload speed. And to support the melee, I also have 2 more dwarf warriors with great weapons. Now, when we deployed, of course, we didn't know that the enemy had the Vanguard deployment in the left, did we?
Right. That was pretty nuts, and I guess we should probably begin right now so it'll begin to flow, because I think we don't actually get to the battle quite yet. Alright, so I'll begin right now. There we go. Yeah, they begin right on top of you, man. Like, how would they not know? Oh, wow! Horsemen! From where?
Yeah, well, because it's the Vanguard deployment.
Right,
and the miners had the Vanguard, and these guys had the blasting charges.
Oh, man.
So, like, combat started pretty quickly on the left. Like, it was intense.
Right. And then I had my cannon begin to shoot them, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about the blasting charges. I mean, they're great, but if you don't watch them, that can turn bad quickly.
Oh, yeah, hitting your own troops?
Right, yeah, which has happened to me more than once because I don't often pay attention. But
there they go.
Remember right, yeah, we pushed on the left a little bit to kind of pull them back, and they actually didn't lose a lot. Right, I shot at them, I think, or you did, but they didn't lose a lot due to the trees. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the trees saved those little dwarf lives from all of our guns, because you have handgunners over there as well.
Right. I have maybe one group, yeah.
But you're also getting your Demigryph Knights in there.
Oh, yeah, they're actually really great. I think in the future, I usually try to bring the ones with halberds because they have anti-large, and that is incredible. They're just very strong. I mean, they only have, like, what, 24 total, so they're meant to be that strong.
Right. I've never actually been able to use the Demigryphs that well. Mine always die.
Oh, yeah. I think during the battle, I was watching the right flank a lot more, and during the fight, you were watching the left flank a lot more, and I didn't get to really see what was going on here. Now, I saw they brought their choppers in, and usually, we've been playing a lot of people who played defensively the whole time.
That's been mostly what we run into, yeah, but this dwarf player was kind of crazy. They ran their gyrocopters right into your gun line and my gun line.
Right.
And meanwhile, on the right, we do seem to have some, what's it, Marauder Horsemen?
Right, yeah. They were beginning to move over here.
I like your handgunner position backed up by the halberdiers.
Where?
On the right.
On the right,
you're protecting
okay.
You're protecting
right
your handgunners.
Yeah. I began to move there really fast, and they took a little bit to maneuver. I mean, the game is fast-paced, so I do understand that. I really do feel like once you get a grasp on how to manage your men, it really helps you out. It's not like so much about always knowing how to plan ahead, but how quick you're able to click in some ways. What is going on over here?
The right's about to get charged by some Chaos Horsemen. I don't think I was noticing this because I was too busy watching the left. And yeah, I remember you were telling me, watch out your organ gunners.
Oh, right, that, yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
What a great charge. Unfortunately, it was not your charge, but
no, but at least it was kind of in the forest.
Right.
Kinda. That negates the horsemen a little bit.
And the choppers are back again. What?
I think I just saw one of your great cannons knock out a Chaos Knight. Oh yeah, the choppers are back. What the hell? I don't remember them coming back a second time.
I don't remember that, but you did move your men over to the edge of the woods, and you got much better shots on them that time. Now they're bombing you. Oh man. Right of the Valkyries here. Yeah. Oh man, I feel like we're in Vietnam, but Warhammer fantasy version. Look at it go.
Yeah, Warhammer Vietnam.
Warhammer Vietnam. Oh man, I don't want that at all. No.
No, that's the next DLC, Warhammer Vietnam.
I will not pay for it. Sorry. Okay.
Also, the dwarf seems to be advancing on us, but they're getting chopped to pieces on the left.
Right. Completely, yeah. Now, I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to do a little bit of damage before moving in, but I mean, they were moving piece by piece when you need to move the whole set. And like, usually I think we advanced pretty quickly, but for this battle we didn't, just because we were trying to focus so hard on the left and right flanks.
I mean, and plus we had your great cannons in the middle just kind of going off anyway, so we didn't need to worry about that too much.
And then I begin to advance in the middle, and his handgunners are still advancing towards me, which I did not know that. Look at that.
His handgunners are suicidal.
Right. They're like, we have a terrible commander, I give up. Oh, that was a beautiful charge.
Yeah, now your halberdiers are just full in it against the dwarves.
Fortunately,
dwarves do not really want to fight halberdiers.
On the right flank, my knights were being charged, and I guess like at the last minute, I saw what was going on, and I charged back, so that worked out. And they have their giant moving on their left flank, which is a really bad choice because, one, trolls break very quickly. Two, you want your giant to cause terror. You want them to cause fear in the middle of your enemy ranks, and that would have been great for them to actually use in the middle of the battle.
Oh yeah, where your halberdiers and the dwarves are right now?
Right,
yeah. I'm not sure why they brought it out, because it just gave us a lot of time to snipe him, because I remember you telling me to move my iron drakes, which I think I'm doing about right now, and to snipe that that giant along with your cannons that are firing from the forest.
Right. I'm looking at the left flank now. I think you're being shot by flamethrowers, but you shot them up completely. Wow, they dropped like flies.
Damn it, I missed that part. Yeah. So these corpses right here used to be flamethrowers, but they got decimated or destroyed by my gun line. Damn,
that was incredible, right? Also, if you look at what you're doing on the left flank, you're shooting them up too, just completely. Like they are dying.
And they just kind of ignore me. They sent those flamethrowers to die. They had their gyrocopters around me, but they're not doing much on the left either. So yeah, my gun line over there is doing pretty great.
I think that was one of the few times we kind of deployed on top of each other, because more often than not, we would begin on the left and right flanks. But here, that actually worked out pretty well. Like, if you look on the right flank, you sent in your dwarf warriors and I sent in my halberds, and we're able to hold them. And we're actually breaking quickly, and that giant's beginning to move on the right flank, so I think that is around the time when you begin to move your torpedoes a bit more.
Oh yeah, it probably is, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go check out.
Oh, your handgunners got charged by marauders on the right.
On the right?
Yeah, far back on the right.
Oh, right. I remember that one. Okay. And then I had my other gunner shooting at that giant. I think eventually I have him turn around. I might. Oh, that giant is going away quickly too. And then I have my knights charge in on the right flank, and they're beginning to rout. Oh, I did find out that shout lowers your leadership big time. Like when a giant does that beam shout.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. Man, that was a really cool fight though. I mean, what are they doing in the rear? They didn't bring in their chosen till the very end. Huh. They didn't really work well together as a team. What?
Yeah, your halberdiers still holding up the mid. They're breaking a little bit, but I see you're sending, was that Karl Franz on a Pegasus to help them in the mid?
Yep. Yeah, I had a little bit of a clip there, but I think we're good now. Okay. Yeah, I sent in Karl Franz right in the middle, just to kind of keep all of my guys together, and yeah, they took some big hits, but they didn't really try to press my middle very hard, and I felt like in the very beginning, had they done so, we probably would have had an easier time. I mean, it's true that our left and right flanks could have closed in, but I felt like they could have done a much better job at trying to push through the middle.
They probably could have done it a lot earlier too, because like it seems like the Chaos player didn't really join in until after the dwarf was already kind of messed up. Also, sending that giant to the right to die didn't help him anything, which is about to happen as he's chasing my iron drakes, but he's getting shot up by your handgunners.
Completely, yeah. He's done for. He's losing it.
And a nice charge by your Demigryph Knights in the mid, into the backs of those Chaos Chosen.
Oh, right. I actually remember that.
It looks like their leader's still at full health, though, Siegfried.
It's done.
Yeah,
Where is he at? On the right flank?
in the
Yeah.
middle, too.
Okay.
Your knights
Oh,
are
that guy.
hounding him.
Yeah, no, he is great. 1 versus 1 if he's trying to kill your champ, but unfortunately most people choose a flying champ like I did, so he really couldn't get to me that whole time. But he's very strong. Okay.
And it looks like this is when their army is about to break.
Yeah.
There we
They
go.
still have their leader too, yeah. That is about it. Alright.
Fast in.
They all broke. Anyway, that is our victory. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see more, let us know. Check out our channels down below. My name is SurrealBeliefs, and here's Tokshin 2.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed.